Well, now, that was a chore. What is it? 2:43. It took me almost 15 minutes to get this thing going. Bandana Gramma here in my kitchen. Welcome. I hope you can come back and find me now that I've gone live about 4 times, but without finally getting success. So here I am. I'm going to cook dinner and I'm going to show you some freebie things I got. Some freebie food from friends. Freebie food from friends. And I'm going to show you the latest puzzle my husband and daughter are working on. I'm going to take you outside and show you the front gardens and my tower garden that is looking fantabulous and tell you about that. And I'm going to take you out back and show you the shed that was a total disaster and now it's almost done. So, oh yeah, and I'm going to tell you about our trip to Pennsylvania because we took a weekend trip up to Lancaster County. So, yay, I see some people coming in. I am pooped. I've been working hard. Let me see if I can get this situated here and see if I can get my Angela, hello. My daughter Jen, hello Jen hun. And let's see, that's two. Okay, it says there's six in here. So if you're in here, come on, say hello. Let me know you're here. Okay, I am going to be making New England boiled dinner with chicken. Now, before I've made New England boiled dinner with ham, which is the normal way to do it, but it tastes good with chicken too. So, Jen, you can do New England boiled dinner with all veggie because Jen's vegan. So, let's see. Who else? Anybody else coming? Freckleface. Hello, Freckleface. Yeah, I imagine some others had tried to get in when I was having trouble connecting, but it looks like I'm solid now. Let's hope I hang on. Now, I didn't get a whole lot of pre-work done. I didn't have my sous chefs here today. My little fairy sous chefs weren't here today, so I got to do all that. So this is going to take a little longer than usual because I'm going to be chopping, but we can chat. You can come visit with me in my kitchen here. Let's see if I can tip you down to where I'm at. Oh, you know what? Before we do that, I'm going to show you what I got free today. Some of you know if you watch. Hello, Bev. I'm glad you caught me live. Some of you know that every once in a while, usually once a month or more, some friends of ours, he's a pastor at a church, and they are given surplus food, usually from Trader Joe's. And many times he'll bring some over here. So he brought 2 boxes yesterday. So I'm going to go over and go through those. And, I have to pick through them because sometimes things in there, they're not quite right and you can throw them away. But there's so much good stuff that it's definitely worth getting them. And I might be able to use some of the veg in what I'm going to cook today. So let's go take a look. I've got them over here, the boxes. Let's see if I can tip you down here. Alrighty, here's the first box. Now, there were several packages of these grapes, and they're called cotton candy grapes. And I've never had them. Mick and I had never had them, so we rinsed one pack off and tried them, and they were really yummy. Of course, after reading that, we've got that predisposed in our mind to think, do they taste like cotton candy? A little bit. They taste like, they got a heartier, deeper, sugary taste, kind of like a touch of burnt sugar. I don't know, but they're pretty good. Now, as you can see, I'm going to have to pick through these and wash them off, but there's plenty of good ones in there. So there's a nice bunch of grapes. I'm going to put these in the sink. We got some Tuscan pane bread, stone hearth pan-baked bread topped with everything seasoning. So that's kind of like those everything bagels, but this is on pane bread, P-A-N-E. We've had pane bread before, and it toasts up really good. And there's another one, same thing. So I'll probably put those in the freezer. We haven't eaten a whole lot of bread. I'm trying to stay away from a lot of bread. This is Tuscan pane, so it's similar, but it doesn't have any kind of special flavoring on it. It's just a Tuscan pane bread. And sourdough bread. So these are sprouted wheat, sourdough, organic. You know, Trader Joe's has a lot of organic things. You know what? I don't have my microphone on. Just a sec. Let me plug this in. Now, I lost the little clip that holds this on, so I gotta just drape it around my neck. But have you ever known me to have a live stream where I don't have a microphone problem? No. Now, these definitely need some picking. These, I think most of these are going to go. They're green figs. Have any of you ever had green figs? I've only seen brown figs. These are green figs. I'm going to put them in the sink. I'm going to see what I can pick out that's good. But there's a lot in here that looks like they need to go. That's how it is sometimes. Now I have some beautiful onions. Nothing wrong with these. I got red onions, nice big red onions. They can go in my dish. I got some big white sweet onions. Those are beautiful. Nothing wrong with those. Here's 2 more of the grapes. So that's 4 of the grapes they had sent, and we enjoyed those. So they're going in the sink to be washed up. Now, some more of those figs. So I probably got, what, 4 or 5 of those figs? More figs. I think there's more. Oh, yeah, there's more in here, too. I don't know how many I'll be keeping. They look like most of them are past their prime. All right, got some very nice red potatoes. And if you look down in here, I have a pear. I have some large apples. I have a bag of organic Sweet Tango, 2 pounds, Sweet Tango organic apples. And red potatoes and big old white potatoes. So I'm going to put these onions back in so I can move this box over and get to the next one, which I think is pretty much more the same. I'm going to put this on the table. Okay. Yeah. More of those green figs. I hope I can find enough good ones to do something with them. I don't know what, because I've never used green figs. I'll be reading your comments to see if any of you like them. But there's some more of those grapes that we liked. That's good. This looks like a melon. It looks like cantaloupe. Let's see. Organic Gallia. It's yellow though. It's like not a green one. So we'll see if that's any good. There's a nice yellow lemon. Some lovely onions. More red potatoes. Are these Granny Smiths? 3 pounds. Organic Viva Tierra. I don't know. They're green. Let's see what the label says. Organic apples. I don't know. If Viva Tierra, I think that's the brand name. I don't think that's the type. So I don't know what kind they are, but maybe the label on the apple will tell me. It says organic. Oh, way down there. Granny Smith. Yes, they're Granny Smith apples. So I'll see what I can salvage of those. And this looks like a grapefruit. So, you know, I wouldn't turn this down. Even if I have to throw some of it away, there's plenty of good stuff here. Being a good steward of what you're given, you share with others. And if we have others, we have a big family, so I usually share these with my daughters. I send some home with Heidi when she comes with Jeffrey. So there, we got another couple of boxes of freebie food, which I will do something with. Okay, let's see who's come in now. Maniac Grammy, hello Brenda. Laura, hello honey. Where did you get the boxes of food? Okay, we have a friend who's a pastor, and Trader Joe's and other places send food their way when they have overstock or they're clearing out their shelves. And then they divvy it up with people in need and their congregation. And if they get a big bunch, they know I can, and we have a big family, and they send some our way too. So about once a month or so, they'll send us some. Okay, hi from Worcester, UK. Won't be able to stop long, but glad to catch you live. Hello, R.S. Harris. So glad to have you here. Thank you for saying hello. Don't toss the figs that look a little worse for wear. As long as they aren't moldy, you can cut out the worst sections and use them for baking. Okay, Jen. They're really small. They're not big, so there's not a whole lot of room once you cut. Yeah, produce box, Ellie. My wild birds would love those figs. Well, there's an idea. I could put the figs out for the birds, couldn't I? Although I've noticed that there's been lots of starlings grouping in different places on the internet. And yesterday I heard a lot of birds calling, and I was out in the yard and I looked up in the trees and there was a lot of starlings there too. So I don't think I want to track them because they come in big bunches. Although watching their murmurations is really interesting. Hello, my Heidi just came in. What's up? Just bringing the milk?
Yeah, he's in the car.
He's in the car? I'm doing my live stream.
Hello.
A little late today. This is my Heidi. Say hello. That's Jeffrey's mommy.
Enjoy.
Okay, I love you.
Love you too.
Bye-bye. She brought milk for Jeffrey because we watch him during the week. And he was due for some new milk. Hi, BDG. Who is that? Isabel. I thought it might be. She calls me BDG a lot. And there's Jen saying hello to her sister Heidi. Okay, next, before I get to cooking, I'm going to show you my Dollar Tree haul. Now, when we went to Pennsylvania, I went to Dollar Tree there too, and I've got another Dollar Tree haul that's going on my Pennsylvania trip hauls. I mean, I did a lot of shopping. First, I did the Green Dragon, and since we've been home, we came home, what, Monday? No, today's Monday. I don't know when we came home. I've lost track of time. But we've been home several days. And I've been working on the video, and I'm still not out of the Green Dragon yet, editing. So it's going to take me a while to get it up there because we got the Green Dragon, we've got the Mennonite thrift shop, the Reuse It thrift shop, we've got my favorite Zink's fabric outlet up there. We went to the QVC outlet. We went to Ollie's bargain outlet. We went to Burlington Coat Factory. We went to the Goodwill outlet, not just the Goodwill outlet where you buy by the pounds and dig through the bins. I got film of that, video of that, and I show you everything I bought. It's going to take a while, and I may have to break it up into like 3 different videos because I did a lot of shopping. Yeah, I got a lot of good bargains, but I did a lot of shopping. Now, the Goodwill, I went mostly to find wool sweaters to make my mittens with. If you watch me, you know I make really nice wool mittens out of wool sweaters, felted wool sweaters. So, yeah. Anyway, that's what I was doing. So that one will be coming. Yeah, it was lots of fun. Maniac Grammy's been there because she's actually was chatting with me as we were shopping sometimes, and she told me she's eating at the same restaurants we were eating at, and she's up in Maine. So she's come down to Lancaster, Pennsylvania to visit Amish country too. All right, over to the table to see my Dollar Tree haul that I did since we've been home. This isn't the one we did up in Pennsylvania, but I did this since we've been home. And I saved it just for you. I didn't put it away yet. Okay, let me tilt the camera down, get my bags out. They have the cutest fall decorations there. See, this looks like a canning jar. with the lid, but it's all painted and it says grateful and blessed with the fall flowers, the fall tree and the pumpkins and the wheelbarrow. I just thought that was adorable. And for $1, are you kidding me? Had to get it. Couldn't leave it there. Now, what's this? Oh, yeah. Now, I watch another channel, and it's called Only in My Dreams. And Anna, she lives about an hour from me, maybe a little more than an hour. We have never met in person, but we talk online. And she goes and she does a lot of Dollar Tree hauls and has a really nice channel, a little bigger than mine. And she had one up recently and was saying what she got at the Annapolis Dollar Tree, which isn't far from me. And so I went there and got some of the same things she talked about, which was, she said these gloves were better quality than most that you get at the Dollar Tree. So even though I make my own mittens, I thought to have extras on hand and maybe for Christmas stockings and stuff, I went and I got 4 pair. Black and gray, and then black with gray on top. This is black and white, gray and white, black and gray, and then this pretty white and beige, or white and tan pair. So for $1 each, these seemed really, each pair, these were nice to have as extra mittens. Or not mittens, but gloves. So I went ahead and bought those. So Anna, I was paying attention. I don't know if she's coming in this live or not, because sometimes she does. But say if she does, Only in My Dreams, Anna, you can say hello and go visit her channel. Okay, now she also said that these tea lights had come back in. These are battery operated tea lights. They come with the battery, and you can put them in little candle holders, and with the holidays coming up, I thought they'd be nice to have. So I got 3 or 4 packages of those. All right, and let me get this bag open. Okay, this is a little TMI perhaps, but because it's a good deal, I'm going to show you anyway. Do you know what sneeze guards are, and cough guards, and giggle guards? Well, I've got some of those right here. And these are 10 of the ultra thin with wings, and they're $1 each. So that means if I got 4 of them, that's 40 of them for $4. I think that's a good price if you think about what you pay in the other stores for them. So just to have them on hand for those times where you have the cough or the sneezes or the giggles, there you go. A little TMI perhaps, but you know, it's life. Okay, I also got Colgate purple toothbrush. I was due for another toothbrush, so for $1, you know, you go in the other stores, they're a lot more than $1. So I got that. And then you can ask Jen, Mom likes to have boxes for Christmas to put things in. Now these aren't as fancy as some of the ones I've used recently, but they were awful cute for $1. So I got a bunch of these boxes to put gifts in at Christmas. It makes wrapping so easy. This one opens in the center top, like that, as does this one. So if you celebrate Christmas or you just want a winter scene one, this is, you know, this doesn't say anything about Christmas. This is just snowman with snow. Yeah, I got a couple of those. And here's one with penguins. My husband loves penguins, so when I saw this one, this isn't a flip top, but this has pictures inside and out. You know, for $1. And what we do is we save them. You can ask Jan, and then we pass them around every Christmas. Like, I'll give them to somebody, and the following Christmas, they'll use the same box to give it to a gift to somebody else. And they just keep getting passed around until we wear them out. So that's kind of a little tradition that we've got going, which is fun. So there's my Dollar Tree haul that I got since we got home from Pennsylvania. And I think I got some good deals here. And a few things to stock up for Christmas on. And something pretty to decorate for fall. Let me take a look at your comments and then we're going to get cooking. Okay. Got the same one. Good taste. I don't know what she's talking about, but Melissa Archbold. Hello, sweetheart. Melissa Archbold has a wonderful channel, and her husband has an amazing channel, and it's called Curiosity Incorporated. So if you want to watch Curiosity Incorporated, please find it on YouTube and watch it. It's one of my very, very favorite channels. And he has an antique store, and he goes picking, and he is charming. And he even bought a hoarder house, which they renamed the Potter's House, because the lady who owned it was a 140-year-old potter that had gone into a home, and he went in and he cleaned it up and he sold the stuff, and now he's renting out the house. Eventually he'll sell it, but the whole series of that Potter's House was amazing, and everything he does is amazing. And Melissa, her channel is, just like her name shows, Melissa Archbold, and she does a lot of cooking and family things, and she's a teacher, and she's a sweetheart, and I hope you'll watch her channel too. So Melissa, I love you. I'm so glad you're in here. Okay, make good soccer gloves. Best day ever. Oh, Melissa, you're so sweet. Okay, that is a great deal. They were all great deals. I don't know which one you're talking about, but hi, I've been enjoying your videos. This is Linda. Love the meat chopper utensil you use for cooking and chopping meat. You mean this one? It's right here in arm's reach. I love it too. And if I could find more at the price I paid for this, I would give them away on my channel as a little surprise, because I paid less than $2 for this at Ollie's, and it was the only one there, and I haven't found any more there, wouldn't you know. But if you see them, they're usually more. They're usually, $5, $6 or more. So these choppers are great for doing burger in a pan. I love them. Okay. I found one on Amazon and use it for tuna, peaches, and more. Yeah, you can use it for a lot of different things. Jen, I use some of my favorites to decorate underneath my Christmas tree. She must be talking about the boxes. Yep. The boxes are super cute. Lovely idea. You are one of my very favorite channels. Oh, Melissa, don't make me cry. That means so much to me because you're so special to hear you say that. I watched that Potter's House series. It was amazing. Jen, you watched it. It was amazing. Yeah, I love all his stuff that he does. Yeah. Susie, you can get the chopper $2 at Dollar General. Yay. Okay, I might get some then. And if I do, I might give some away on my channel. Yeah, might do that. And you know what? When I put up my videos from my shopping trip to Pennsylvania, at the end I'm going to have a giveaway too. So be sure you'll be watching for that. In fact, I might be sneaking, put a couple little clues in the beginning, the middle, and the end. And if at the end you comment answering those little clue questions, then you can be entered into the drawing. Yeah, I might get sneaky like that. So, because I did pick up some things to give away there. And we'll see. If we get enough people in a video someday, I might give away one of my handicrafts. Maybe some mittens. Yeah, maybe. We'll see. All right. Now, I need to get cooking. I'm going to try and hurry because I didn't get any of my chopping done ahead of time like I usually do. I've been really rushing around here. Got my kitchen cleaned up, got my porch cleaned up. All right, so for some of this chopping, I'm going to use my, well, you know what? I'm not, because it's going to be more of a stew, and I like big pieces, and that chopper only gives me little pieces. So we're going to chop up some onions, like quarter or eighth them, depending on how big your onions are. Now, some of you were asking earlier about my finger. I was back to the doctor today. This finger right here, this one that looks really fat right there and has a big bump right there, I dislocated it. I don't know, 10 days ago maybe a little less than that. I was rushing to the window, and here's the window pane, what do you call it, woodwork. And I tripped a little, and I went forward, and I went to put my hand like this, but I didn't quite make it, and it went boom, like that, straight into the woodwork, and it dislocated this finger. So the bone here was next to the bone here. Ow! And I had to go to the emergency room, and it didn't break, but they had to put this bone up back on top of this bone. And yeah, it wasn't fun. And then I had them taped together for a few days, but I can bend it, which is good, because if I had too much trauma to the tendons down here, I'd have to have surgery. That's what happened with this hand when I severed these tendons once with a coffee carafe that broke in my hand. And so that's as far as I can close. See, that finger sticks out? That's a whole lot better than it used to do, but I can't pull that finger all the way in. And this one, right now, I can only close it to here. So if I try to pick something up with like grabbing a handful of beans or something, it all comes out. But as this swelling goes down, I got to go get therapy, because they said I got to work on that. So yeah, it's still a problem, but it's much better than it was. It's starting to go down, but they say I need therapy to work the fluid out of it. Now I'm putting these veggies in my pot that's on the stove. This is going to be what I call a New England boiled chicken dinner. Now, on my live stream before, I did do New England boiled ham dinner. We love that. It's so good. And this is good too. And it's made pretty much the same way. You just put veggies and chicken in a pot with some spices, salt and pepper. Cover it with a little water and start cooking them down. And my eyes are starting to, see what I did here? I brought me a garbage bowl, and then I threw it on the counter anyway. Okay. Yeah, my eyes are starting to tear. So I'm only cutting them in chunks. And I think I'll just put the 3 in. I'm going to put several carrots in. I do apologize I didn't get this done ahead, because you certainly all know how to peel carrots and chop carrots. And again, we're going to make these kind of chunky, like a stew. You know, you don't want to dice too fine. On kind of chunky pieces. Now, Melissa, I asked her if she would do a collaboration with me, because she likes to cook and I like to cook. And we need to get together on that, because we need to figure out what subject we want to do in a collaboration for cooking. Whether we want to make a meal out of really inexpensive food to see how far we can make it go, or some desserts, or I don't know. Let's see if Melissa has any ideas of what she'd like to collaborate on. But I think it'd be fun to do a collaboration with Melissa. We might even invite a few other YouTubers in on it too, because it's nice to link together similar videos that people are making with the same subject and see how other people do the same thing. We all learn that way. in a few collaborations. Not a whole lot. But I'd love to do one with Melissa. Now, Melissa, I can't remember. I'm assuming she's still there. I'm not looking at the comments right now. But I can't remember if you're back in school physically or if you're doing it online. I kind of thought you were back in school physically. Because I remember you saying one of the kids put a sticker on your arm. I guess you couldn't do that over the internet. And has Canada opened its borders yet? Last I heard, you couldn't get in or out of Canada yet. And we have friends that live in Canada and own property in the Outer Banks, a beach house. And they haven't been able to go to their beach house. They rent it out, but they always, reserve time for themselves because they love it down there. And they haven't been able to get out of Canada to go to their beach house all year. So that's pretty sad. We were there. In fact, we stayed in their beach house. She asked us to let her know if anything needed attention because they couldn't be there to figure out it. There's a couple little things we could tell her about. Like a ceiling fan was wobbling, it was a little loose, normal things that happen. Okay, so that's carrots and onion. I'm going to wash off a couple of celery. I think 3. If my microphone will reach. I got a sink full of figs here. Oh no, there goes my camera. Thankfully it didn't break. I hope I didn't hurt anybody. Did you? Thankfully it didn't break. I should have known better. All right, let me wash this celery off. There. All right, let me see if I can answer any questions while I'm cooking here. Hey, darling, did you go to Good and Plenty restaurant while you were in Lancaster? No, we didn't. Looks painful. I'm sorry that happened. Yeah, it's doing better now. And Laura remembers when I cut the tendons in my hand. Yeah. Yes. That must mean she wants to do a collaboration. I forgot. I'm excited all over again. We could get Alexander to shout it out from a live feed. Woo! That would be wonderful. Alexander's channel's like 350,000 people. That would be really cool. Back in school physically, and I'm in college online. We can go to the States, but you have to quarantine for 15 days. Oh yeah, that would be reason for people not want to do it. Still closed borders for the States this way though. Oh, okay. Gotcha. Alrighty. Yeah, Alexander's her husband. Do you see what I did again? I got the garbage bowl and I put all the peels here. You're probably saying, Susie, put them in the garbage bowl. Here I thought I was being all spiffy and smart, impressing you with my Rachel Ray type garbage bowl. And then I throw the peels on the counter. Okay. Yeah, well. Alrighty. Slice up some of these celeries to go in the pot. Yeah, I didn't have any sous chef fairies today. Some of you know I have kitchen fairies that sometimes do my chopping and cutting for me. Save me some time. For some reason, though, it prolongs my editing time of my videos by a whole lot. Go figure that. All right, one more. You're probably all cringing as I'm handling this knife because you know my history of injuring myself. Alrighty, there's the celery. Now, we need some, you know what else I have? I have a turnip. Why not? Turnips are good in those types of things. Let's see if I can just peel it. I like turnips in soups and stews. It isn't traditional New England boiled dinner, but no law against it. So why not? Okay, turnips go in the pot. All right, that was one turnip. Now for the potatoes. These are gold potatoes I happen to have. I know I've got some in the box over there, but I think I'll just use these up. And what I'm going to do is take the smaller ones and I'm going to wash them real good in the sink. And try not to pull my camera down on the floor. My phone. Right, coming over here. Find a place to set my little tripod up. I got a mini tripod now. I ought to do it. Still got all this stuff that I got to wash later. And we'll just scrub up these potatoes. Then I'll just cut them up and put them in. So while we were in Pennsylvania, we went to this thrift shop called the Reuse It Thrift Shop, and it's run by the Mennonites. And it is the best thrift shop I've ever been to. This is about the 5th time I've gone there. We just love it. It's huge. It's like in an old department store, or maybe it was a furniture warehouse store, but the place is gigantic. And because it's run by the Mennonites and many of the workers are volunteers, because they use the proceeds of the place to fund many of their ministries and charities, and the people donate the clothes, that they can give you good prices on things, and the place is so clean and so organized and marked so well and well lit. And they got a nice elevator, goes upstairs to the 2nd floor. And the rooms are huge with furniture and crafting goods and puzzles. I got a lot of our puzzles there. And clothing. And books. And CDs. And big, huge room full of china and pottery. It's just a great place. So we go every time. And you know what? Our 52nd anniversary is October 5th, and we're going back that weekend to shop again at the Reuse It thrift shop. So I'll be making another video then, and I think I'm going to do a better job of showing you how big the place is. This time I got pictures of the places I was looking at, but it didn't give you an overall feel of how big the place is. So when I go back in October, I'll try and do that. Okay, there's the taters. What's left? Cabbage. Again, we like it kind of chunky. I think I'll save some of this for my salad. All right, I'll put these in the pot. All right, now I need to put some water in the pot. So we'll come over here, where I have a pitcher hidden. And we'll get some water. Now the vegetables will make some of their own juices. And I'll probably serve this with either cornbread or I could even make some dumplings. We love dumplings, but you know, they're not that healthy. But with the pot liquor, you know, when you have juice coming from your veggies and your meats and the broth in there that you can dip your breads and your dumplings in. Yum, yum, yum. When you get all your seasonings going. Okay. So I'll bring that over here to the pot. And we're going to pour that in. I'm not going to fill it because I know they're going to make some of their own juices. And in the end, this isn't like a soup. I'll thicken it a little bit. It's looser than a stew, but thicker than a soup. And usually you end up just putting it on a plate and putting butter, salt, and pepper over it, and it's yum, yum. So let me wipe my stove here where I'm going to set it. And dry it off. Okay, now I'll put some of the seasonings in. This is an easy dish to make and we all love it. Of course, I gotta put the chicken in yet as well, but I'll get these going. I'm gonna start it on high just to get things moving. Try to keep my microphone cord out of the heat. I'm gonna put a bunch of garlic powder in here. Probably 2 tablespoons. Season it up good. Now it is going to be chicken, so I've got some of our favorite poultry seasoning here. And I'm going to put probably half a teaspoon of that in. And we have parsley. That wasn't height. Throw in a little parsley. We want flavor, flavor, flavor. And of course we need salt. Yeah, oops, that one's not open yet. Let me get the one that's open. I don't want to pull my camera down. I don't want to set my cord on fire. Okay. Oop. All right, there's salt. Exactly 1 teaspoon. I can add more later if it needs it. Pepper. About 12 shakes. All right, what else? I'd like to put a little surprise in there. Where is it? There it is. Shh. Don't tell anybody. Just a little bit. Okay. And also, a little bit of this. For a little kick. Not a lot. Just enough to say so. Okay. And just a touch of this. Okay. Now, while that's heating up, I'm going to cut up my chicken. Let me move this cord so I don't set it on fire. You know what? I'm going to move this pot over to the next burner. Sorry I'm moving you around so much. I'm going to start it over here instead. This one. There. I'll turn that off. And I'll put you over here. All right, now I'm going to cut up some chicken. Now as this cooks, it'll start coming apart. So I'm just going to put big chunks in. This is chicken breast. Of course, you can use any kind of chicken you like. This is what I have. And you know what Bandana Gramma always says? When you don't have the thing you want, use the thing you got. And I've got chicken breasts. So I'm cutting those up into good sized chunks. All right, there's one. You know, chicken breasts are so big and fat now. I'll put those in. I've got 4 big breasts here. I'm going to put 2 in the pot. I mean, these things are huge. This is simple peasant food, country food. Just chicken and vegetables. I'm cooking them on top of the stove. I'm going to give them a boil and a steam here for about an hour, maybe less, depending on how long it takes everything to get cooked. We don't want them mushy. We just want them cooked enough that you can put a fork in them and taste all the goodness that isn't cooked away in the mush. You know, when you overcook your veggies, they're not delicious anymore. So we don't want to do that. And this chicken is big enough that it should hold its shape pretty good. All right, got to put it in there. Chicken's on top, so it will steam more or less. I'm going to put a lid on it to let the steam hold it. I'll stir it up in a little bit. But right now, we're going to let that go. And I'm going to wash my hands. Okay. All right, I'll dry my hands and I'll get back to your comments. And we'll just let that cook. Then I'm going to take you outside. I think my husband just got back. No, oh, my daughter Mandy. She was out on her walk. All right, let me see your comments here. Get back to where I left off. I need to get to that Mennonite thrift shop. Ellie, it is fantastic. Now, there's a number of reuse it shops up there. There's one in Ephrata. There's a couple of them in different places. But this one is so big. I don't know if the other ones are as big. Exactly, 1 teaspoon. Now, that's how I measure. Right. Your apron is pretty. Did you make it? No. Mama from Old Times New Ways made it, and she sent it to me. I think I bid on it. Yeah, I bid on it in an auction and won it, and she mailed it to me. It's reversible. That makes me hungry. Yum. Hi, Grandma. Hi, Limi. Awesome quote, Susie. Yeah, when you don't have the thing you want, you use the thing you got. That's something to live by, especially, you know, when you're raising 7 kids and you don't have a whole lot of money. You learn to do that. Necessity is the mother of invention, and you learn to be creative, and you learn to use what you got when you don't have what you want. And sometimes you have a real serendipitous experience where things turn out really well, doing something different than you originally planned. So that's a good thing. All right, I'm going to turn this down a little and let it go, and I'm going to take you outside, and we're going to see how my green leaf planter is going. It's beautiful, and I love it. It's a tower planter. I'll show it to you. And then I'm going to take you out back and show you the progress I'm making on the shed, because the shed was a wreck. And when I put the shed video up, I've got pictures of before, so you'll be able to see what a wreck it was. Alrighty, here we go. Turning this down so I don't have to worry about it. And I'll do all my dishes, put things away when I come back in. All right, out we go out the front door. And hopefully the Wi-Fi will stay on. If we get out back and it goes out, I'll get back on. I'll get closer to the house and get back on. So just hang in there and it'll recover. All right, here's my front gardens. Now you can see I'm in suburbia. I'm very close to the road. Looks like I blinked off, but I'm back. Okay, but now they're filling in. So I got those, and I got a pot here, but here's my tower. There is a link below if you would like one of these at $10 off. There are 30 pockets in this planter. See these pockets? So you can have at least 30 plants in there. And some of them, you can plant more than one plant in each pocket, so you can get more than that. But for this space I have out here on my tiny little front porch, I can grow so much food and veg and flowers, pollinators. I've got kale, I've got Swiss chard, I've got different herbs. I've got strawberries that have been in here. I had a patio tomato and patio pepper. I have a whole lot of stuff going on in here. And here's my basil right here. I probably might take a piece of that in and put it in my pot today. And we've got, it smells so good, rosemary. I've got thyme. Here's some parsley. Yeah, I got a lot of nice things in there. I love that tower. So down here, we're going to walk around back to the shed. And I've also got a garden over here with roses and herbs. This is sage over here. And I've got more rosemary and thyme and oregano. Mandy helped me a lot with these gardens out front. Mandy's living with us now, my oldest daughter. And she's helped a lot keeping these weeded and all. There's some pretty Gerber daisies. I've got a bunch of those, different colors. And I have a bunny crossing. So now these are azalea bushes, so they're spent. They came out in the spring and they were beautiful, pink, red, and white. All right, now I'm gonna go around the back, and hopefully I will stay live. This is my daughter Jen's truck that we borrowed. She was gracious and let us borrow it to clear out some stuff we needed to take away. This is one of my pear trees. It is actually in a pot. I've yet to plant it in 2 years, and it had 7 pears on it this year. Alrighty, we're getting close to the shed. Huh. This must be from those starlings that were flying around I was telling you about. Alright, now you can see stuff laying out here that we were working on. There's a tarp still out. But all this was lined up with everything from the shed, and all over here was lined up from everything from the shed. And I went through and purged and sorted. And it's not done yet, but it's a whole lot better. And I can get in here. Before, you couldn't see the floor. Everything was jumbled on top of each other in piles. And now it's starting to get organized. I've got my gardening stuff over here, and my gardening pots, my shopping cart that I need to take to the Green Dragon with me. That yellow thing is a blow-up boat for the water. And I've got more gardening stuff in these bins. We've got chairs from the porch that my husband's storing in here. And so my daughter's tent that she let us borrow, that I use when I have my vending tables, and 2 tables there that she let us borrow for my vending tables when we went to Homestars of America before. And over here we got tools and saws and all that kind of stuff. So it's not done, but it's getting there. That's a wood chipper right there. And under this table I have the leaf blower and saws and all kinds of electric stuff. So I'm happy that it's starting to take shape, and in another day or 2 it should be all organized. And I have a shelving unit. That box right there, this blue and white box here, it has a shelving unit, stainless steel shelving unit. And I'm going to set that up straight ahead like where that star is, and then I can get more organized and put things on there nice and neat with baskets and whatnot. So when you opened this door before, there was no floor, and the whole thing looked like a hoarder's house. It was just piled up with all kinds of stuff thrown in there. So now I've gotten rid of a lot and starting to get it organized. So that's happy. Happy, happy. Yep. So we'll go back out front, and I will look at your comments. But matter of fact, maybe I'll sit right here and look at your comments. Holding these chairs around. It looks like the squirrels, those awful squirrels, have been eating acorns on my chairs. We have an oak tree right here. All right, I'm going to sit here and see if I can read your comments in the shade, if there's any more. Mary Wiley, so excited. I am finally seeing you live. Love all your videos. Thank you, Mary. I'm so happy to hear that. Looks wonderful. The front garden, oh, she's got all the flowers there. That's cute. Okay, finally. Who is that? Darlene, finally able to see you. The weather looks beautiful. It is. It's gorgeous. Great job on the shed. Big job. It was a big job. And yeah, it was my own fault. I let it get really bad. It's like, what do we do with this? Chuck it in the shed and shut the door. And it got really bad. So, I spent hours on it, cleaning it out and sorting. And Jen let us borrow her truck, and we took away a bunch of stuff that we don't need here anymore. Our community had a cleanup day. And what they do is they bring in dumpsters, and they have people help, and you put it You take all your stuff down there and you put them in the dumpsters and they take it away. So that works. Okay, I'm going out front. See that box right there? That's a purple poncho that somebody ordered off my Etsy store, and that's getting mailed out tomorrow. And it's going to Canada. Okay, go back inside. We'll check the dinner. Whew. See if I can stir it up a little now. No, not yet. Let me turn it up again. I turned it so low when I went out. Okay, let me see if I can turn this around on just the table to show you the latest puzzle. This is a puzzle I bought up at the Amish thrift store when we were up there last weekend. Mandy, can you hold the box up, please? Isn't it cute? Now we've got a 500-piece one and a 1,000-piece one. They finished the 500-piece one in like 2 hours and 20 minutes, that one. And all the pieces were there, so we were really happy about that. Now we're hoping all the pieces around this are here for this 1,000-piece one too. So there's a blue poncho that's just like the purple one that's sold. Okay, I'm going to sit here and read your comments and then sign off. Okay, see if there's anything more I need to answer. Melissa has to run. Email me when you get a chance or message me on Facebook so we can brainstorm. Okay. We all have at least one room like that. You're not alone. Yeah, I've got several. My office needs it again too. You'll need the poncho. It's getting chilly. Yep. Jennifer says, hi, Mandy.
My sister Jennifer.
Your sister Jennifer.
Hi, Jen.
And Heidi popped in earlier. She walked in and put milk in the fridge and said hello to everybody. So 3 of my 5 daughters made a somewhat of an appearance on here in one way or another. Okay, thank you all for stopping in. If you're watching this on the replay, you're going to see videos popping up here, 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 and here. And you can check those out to see what else Bandana Gramma's been up to. And pretty soon I'll be sharing with you my mega hauls from our big shopping trip up in Lancaster, Pennsylvania. God bless you all. Thanks for coming by. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.